recipes for technical trading success in Cook's Kitchen.
Hey everybody, Cooker here. I want to talk about healthcare and some of the exciting moves we've had in the past 10 days or so. I run a portfolio here at Zacks called Healthcare Innovators, and I did an update for my subscribers, sort of a weekly summary on September 20th, where I outlined some stocks we want to buy. Basically made a shopping list of 10 stocks that we want to buy, 5 that we already own that I want to add to, like Quidel, and Illumina, and 5 that we don't own that I was looking to buy. We had a big week, the prior week, week of September 14th. Intellia Therapeutics was up 23%. Quidel was up 17%. Acadia bounced after it had gotten beaten down. Acadia Pharmaceuticals, ACAD, has some neurological drugs around Parkinson's disease and other things like that, but they disappointed in one trial. All right, so let's see. Here were my top 10 buys for October surprises, and the ones we already own in Healthcare Innovators: Unicure, Quidel, Neurocrene Biosciences. DRNA is a small RNA company, and Illumina right there. And then the top 5 that I wanted to buy outside the portfolio were Invitae, CRISPR Therapeutics, Natera, Exact Sciences, and Becton Dickinson. Now there's many themes here among these stocks, but a few of them are grouped together. Now CRISPR, I've owned all the CRISPR stocks. We recently sold. We took 70% profits in CRISP above 100 back in August, and we're looking to get back in under 80, and we got a chance last week. But Illumina is the big genomic sequencing company, and they make the $1 million machines to do genomic sequencing. But I like a couple of smaller players here too that we've also owned and traded. Natera is one of them, and they are spearheading non-invasive prenatal screening, which is fantastic for families and mothers and their babies. And Invitae is another one, also doing some stuff in NIPS, non-invasive prenatal screening. And we just took 40% gains in Natera last month, so that was nice. Exact Sciences, the maker of the colorectal screening test. So, quite a few diagnostic companies in here. I like them. We own one potential COVID vaccine company, Moderna, but I'm more excited about what's going on in other places. And now Quidel, if you don't know, is has a COVID antigen test. This stock. Let's take a look at the chart. What's happened to Quidel? Just using these free charts here from TradingView, which are pretty decent. So Quidel, been up to 300. It was a rocket, and then this big gap down in late August because Abbott came out with their $5 COVID antigen test and a big contract for 150 million tests from the government. Well, that seemed like a death blow, but Quidel's earnings estimates just kept going up. I mean, the projected, you're talking revenues are going to climb 100% this year, and EPS is going to climb over 250%. This is, so was Abbott's $5 test the death blow for Quidel? No, because Quidel has long-term government contracts and elsewhere. I'm going to show you some. And, so this stock was basing out. I was telling my people, buy this under 160. We bought it in Taser under 160. Told my people to add under 160 again if they could, or under 170. And here we are back up to 220. I'll show you some of the news there. This is from thefly.com. First of all, they won some award for their Sophia analyzer. They fully back the Trump administration's plans to have contracts with Abbott because Quidel is like, the more tests, the better. Here's the thing is, a month ago, we only had enough tests to test 20 million people a day, and the NIH and CDC are estimating we need like 175 million tests per month. As I should clarify that, per month we were testing 20 million, but we need to be able to test multiple times, in multiple situations. And here's where you're seeing this show up. The Pac-12 announced testing partnerships with Fulgent Genetics and Quidel for tests, because who needs to test more than universities with lots of young people, lots of traffic, and you're talking about football back on the fall menu. So we need a lot of these tests, whether they cost $10 from Quidel or $5 from Abbott. There's basically a shortage of tests, so that's why Quidel has popped here, and why I was saying to buy it 2 weeks ago. If you can get it under 180, do so. And you barely had a chance. It right away that week popped. Let me just show you some of these pops here. So Exact Sciences, I said I wanted to buy it under 70. It went up 40% since September 22nd, from 71 to 102. Because somebody came out and they're Exact Sciences is developing other types of tests. They're getting into cancer screening. So they're sort of really a juggernaut in these tests that are more accessible, especially during the COVID shutdown. If a doctor can prescribe it, and you can do the test at home. Natera, the specialist in non-invasive prenatal screening, went up 20% from $59. I think I was recommended it under 60. Yeah, I was, and so it's up over 20% to 74 this week. Illumina up over 18% from 261, right in that buy range. I said to buy it. I said buy Illumina 270, 290. And you definitely had a chance there from September 21st up to 309 this week. Quidel up 15% from 190 to 220. Not much of a chance to get in there under 180. Since my recommendation, but we already owned it at 160. Becton Dickinson. This is a name most people don't know, but and I'll describe them a little bit. They're up 3.5% today after dipping to 220 in the buy range I recommended. CRISPR also up nicely after just dipped under 80. So let's take a look at who is Becton Dickinson. I described it that week as a blue chip medical equipment and device supplier that is on sale right now near $225. Company provides exposure not only to a full range of supplies, devices, laboratory equipment, and diagnostic products worldwide, almost like a mini J&J. It also offers, they have dental products and COVID testing exposure. They're providing COVID antigen tests, I believe. With projected sales of nearly $19 billion, the stock trades under 3.5 times sales. And I said we would try and buy it between 220 and 230. Yesterday was my last chance under 230, and it did dip to 220 this week. So let's take a look at BDX. There you go. Nice dip down to 220, right inside my buy range here, and looking strong today, up to 234. I believe they had some news. Let me take a look. I forget what the news was off the top of my head. I use the fly a lot for instant on the fly news. So they had some news today with their rapid SARS antigen test. And so that's pretty key. That story's locked right now, but that's why they popped. I thought it was a value at 225, and nothing but good news in the testing arena for a lot of these companies. Let's see who else I want to talk about here. I basically covered it. The two big areas here, the themes of the stocks that we're buying, that we own, and we're looking to buy more of, are COVID testing, and then genomic testing, whether it's for proactive screening, your doctor wants to make sure you're healthy, or family screening, and then if somebody might have cancer, what they can do there with screening. So these are all companies you want to have on your radar and have a watch list like we do of 50 companies that are innovators, and that's what I call them. All right, we'll talk to you next week.